We are witnessing a revolution in robotics. Physical AI is transforming industrial automation from rigid, pre-programmed tasks to adaptive intelligent systems. So today we will explore how this shift is reshaping manufacturing and the technology driving it. So Alex, what is physical AI and why should the manufacturing sector care now?
Yeah, so physical AI is really bringing together two separate pieces. So we're bringing together the actuation or the movement, and we're bringing together the intelligence, but bring them together in one body, if you like. So in the case of robots, what this means is that we now have robots or systems that can interact intelligently in complex environments, and that's with limited human involvement. Now, at the same time, why is that important for manufacturers? Well, manufacturers continue to be faced with the challenges of labor and skill shortages. And at the same time, they're trying to develop more flexible manufacturing facilities. So here we're really seeing some opportunities for adaptive robotics, a discipline of physical AI. We're seeing some of those implementations already in areas like logistics, assembly lines, and certainly the automotive industry is a sector that is at the forefront of some of this testing.
So physical AI also advances machine vision by enabling real-time 3D perception. It actually allows robots to handle complex tasks like grasping and navigation with precision. And in logistics, stereo camera and the time-of-flight camera and also artificial intelligence is rising for AGV and AMR for offering richer environmental understanding at lower costs and greater flexibility compared with LiDAR. However, challenges like variable lighting and outdoor reliability still need to be addressed. So apart from 3D vision solution, I think Edge AI is another hot topic. So Alex, why is processing moving from the cloud to the camera itself?
Yeah, Eugene, you mentioned, there's lots more robots on the floor collecting information, and that really ramps up the amount of data that needs to be processed. And this is some very data heavy information that's being collected. So it becomes unrealistic to just send all of that to the cloud as the primary source of computing. So what we're seeing is companies are starting to drive that intelligence down to the edge. When we start looking at that, at this point, we're looking at things like embedded GPU systems. Examples that would be NVIDIA's Jetson platform that really provide some of that low latency decision making that's needed. Now, that's particularly important in certain applications. Think quality control, some of the pick and place applications where that becomes important. Now, there are some trade-offs. Obviously, with Edge, you get more limited capacity for compute. And to deal with that, we're seeing some of this image data is using smart filtering and processing to work around that.
Very interesting. I think the surge of Edge AI and 3D vision will also drive the autonomy needed for dark factories. Alex, do you think it is realistic for now?
Yeah, I think we're already starting to see elements of lights out or autonomous manufacturing. At the moment, the reality is that it's not exclusive or extensive dark manufacturing. We're seeing facilities with some lines operating autonomously or certain modes of time. So certain periods like overnight or on the weekends where they may be operating autonomously. So really more dim than dark factories. We're also seeing that going to be particularly valuable in the areas like high volume, low mix production. And so vision is going to be certainly crucial to enable that. But at the same time, the reverse is true. If you think of the high mix, low volume business where there's more flexibility, more human robot collaboration, there we're going to see vision enabled systems being very important to ensure safety systems, for example. So we're really just scratching the surface of all that's going to be happening around robotics, AI and vision. So for more information, reach out to Omdia. We'd happy to speak more about this.